What's up, guys? It's Kingdom Hearts 3 here, and I just found out some very interesting news this morning. Sorry, I just woke up and got some eye crusties and hair all But so Sony released a statement about PS2 emulation on the PS4. Now, I don't know if this emulation is going to be like what it was for the PS3 PS2 emulation, where we know about the whole PS3 was backwards compatibility with the PS2 hardware inside of it, with its emotions chip and the graphics chip, or processing chip and an emotions chip in it, where it was the actual hardware put into the PS2. We know about that. Don't be like, oh, well, the PS3 was only backwards compatible for a little bit. Like, yes, hardware wise. Then the PS3, came out with an 80 gig version with 4 USB. That was software. Well, no, not software, but graphics wise emulation, where they, instead of using the processor, they only used the GPU of the PS2 and used the PS3's processor to put the game out there. Yes, the backwards compatibility was kind of shoddy, but it started getting better and better and better. Well, then they got rid of that completely. So backwards compatibility with the PS2 was gone, hardware wise. Now there is a thing called PS2 Classics on the PSN store, where I can play Capcom vs. SNK2 Mark of the Millennium on the PS3. And that was the PS2 version put on the PS3. Yes, it's not as great as playing the PS2 version, but it works amazing. And even though it's not backwards compatibility because you have to rebuy the game and you're not actually throwing in your game disc, it's emulation for the game. Well, Sony just released a statement saying that PS2 emulation is going to be coming to the PS4. Now, that leaves me speculating. Is that going to be hardware emulation, where it's the actual physical disc going into the PS4? Or is it going to be where the PS2 classics, like the PS3 had, where it's going to be only software, where you can't throw in your PS2 disc and be like, oh yeah, I can play my PS2 games again? No, where you have to download these games specifically from the PSN and play them on the PS3, because that's how the emulation works. I don't know what it is, and I honestly hope it's the full PS2 backwards compatibility, just like what the Xbox One is giving with the Xbox 360 games. Because the Xbox 360 games, I've heard that you can actually pop in your old game discs into the Xbox One, and you can play those old game discs onto the Xbox One. That I've heard. I don't know, because the patch just got released and I don't own an Xbox One. If I did, I would tell you that it was only emulation, or if it's both. I don't know. But this is interesting news coming from Sony, because they themselves said that backwards compatibility is not what Sony offers. It's not what they want to offer, because they want to focus on bringing new games and bringing the best quality they can and all this other stuff. It's like, well, look at Microsoft. Microsoft now is giving backwards compatibility. Yes, it's only 104 games, and some of them are iffy games, because I've seen people complain that Red Dead's not backwards compatible, sorry, and that these other AAA games aren't backwards compatible, and it's only like a couple like minute games that no one really cares about. So I don't know. I'm hoping that it's actual disc backwards compatibility, because that's gonna save a lot of people on money. Because I already have a bunch of games for my PS2 that I can't play because I don't have a PS2. Yes, my brother does, but I'm not gonna waste his time or take up his TV time to play PS2 games when myself, I don't have memory cards anymore. Both of the memory cards that I have are lost. I don't know where they went. I think someone stole them out of my house where I used to live. I hope that's not the case and that they're somewhere at the old house with my little brother, but I don't know. But if PS2 backwards compatibility comes to the PS4 where it's disc based and emulation based where you can download the games off of the PSN, that'd be that'd be awesome because I love PS2 games. I would love to go back and play all three of the Devil May Cries without having to buy the HD remake because I've already invested in buying HD remakes and yeah, they're awesome, but backside you have someone else doing it for you. Good example, Jak and Daxter Collection. They're different than what the PS2 versions had them. The driving is slower, the gameplay is more glitchy where like Jak, instead of punching forward, he punched backwards, and it's just like, come on, you guys. The games were amazing when they came out, and I played them for hours on end. And now that the PS3 version, I don't even want to touch them after I've beaten them. And the PS2 versions, I beat them multiple times. The PS3 versions, I'm like one and done. And that's the same thing with the Uncharted Collection. The Uncharted Collection, all three of the Uncharted games that came on the PS3 were amazing. No glitches. Yeah, Drake would get caught in certain areas, but then he'd move away real quick, and you would be able to fix him. In the Uncharted Collection, he gets stuck, and he stays stuck, and I would have to fight and try to get him out of there. I don't know if it's like just the upgrading scaling, where if that's where the fault is, or if it's someone else that's taking over the emulation or the upscaling and trying to make it more streamlined, and that's where the backfiring comes. But I don't know. Uh, that's my thoughts. Hopefully, it's disc based and you can download games. I hope it's that, not just only downloadable games, because that's not cool. I don't think that's cool, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. And if you guys have any differing opinions on this, or if you guys want to comment, no trolls, no trolls, no. Leave a comment down below. This has been Kingdom Hearts 3. I've given my opinion. I hope you guys share my opinion. If not, leave me a comment. I'll reply because I have nothing better to do. I'm just playing. But I'll see you guys again. This has been fun. Kingdom Hearts 3 signing out. See you later, guys. Peace.